sorrow fades away. We must survive till nothing is left to say.
ESL 1 Cologne.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the ESL 1 Cologne European Qualifiers. The final match of the qualifiers about a month in the making. I'm the Eternal J, and we're ready to find out who is going to be joining the big double boys over in Cologne. Heroic and Avangar have ran through the lower bracket and fought and clawed their way into this final matchup. Was delayed for, as I said, about a month ago. We're supposed to be playing this one out after Avangar beat out North in a 2-0. And Heroic lost out to Vitality in the upper bracket. So just to bring you up to speed on where we've come on to where these teams have come from essentially to be here in this final matchup. It is a best of 3, and again, the winner is going to Cologne. The loser will have to watch from the sidelines as the other competes against the best of the best. And our first map is Overpass, as picked by Heroic. Not a surprise that they'll take this one. They have had some pretty crazy results in the last few months, particularly the likes of Na'Vi, one of the teams that they've actually been facing up against. They took a victory 16-14. You remember that all infamous ESL Pro League matchup that went down their way. And Heroic eliminating Na'Vi from the land spot, so decent track record on it as well. Close against Vitality during the upper bracket match. Faced off against their home brethren in North. So therefore, I think this first map could still go well for them. The other maps in the pool are Dust 2 and Mirage. Dust 2 obviously picked by Avangar, and we'll talk about those when we get to them. For now, it's the pistol round as Avangar do get the CT start with the full sets of Kevlar coming in for the CT forces. USPs and P2Ks versus the rifles out the Glocks in for Heroic. P250 flash for Freiburg. A smoke molly for NATO Sapphics. We're going to assume Freiburg, yeah, put that early smoke down towards the mid position. So it was a smoke flash setup that he had. Heroic using that to establish mid-control. NATO Sapphics going to put the smokes and molly down over to the dumpster area as they push in to the A-bomb site. James is there, ready and waiting. We'll try and look for a shot. We'll take that's a take down. Look for NATO Sapphics, the next man up. Facing around the corner, kick up. We'll get the secondary kill, so Heroic do lose the early advantage, and we'll get the bomb down to the default position. 5-on-3, retake for Avangar. No defuse kit, so they're going to lack on time, but they may still be able to make this work. All comes up to the kills as Blame finally strikes first. Fitch trades back. He's going to be dealt with by Starvin in towards the mid position. So one man advantage remaining for Avangar. Going to get to this bomb right now. Going to tap it once. Of course, no utility to stick the whole ninja. So it's just going to be taps on taps from Starvin. He gets dealt with. Freiburg gets dealt with. And James will have 2 kills and a 10-second defuse that will go well for him. The first will be on the board for Avangar. A very confident pistol setup there. I also realised that the game audio is off. That's my bad. I'm going to turn that back on. My apologies. AUGs and FAMASas coming in for Avangar with very little for Heroic. A surprisingly heavy investment, actually. I thought they would have gone half buy or full eco, and everyone's kind of like a bit half committing in this one. Got Blame F buying down to 1,700. Most players still about the $2,000 marker above, so it is for all intents and purposes a half buy here with the bomb plum bonus coming through. Should allow the rifles to come in full. Esatag training back the early kill coming in from James. So now we're going to keep the man advantage at evens and try and do some damage to the rifles. Meanwhile, Sanji and Kicker coming with 2 quick frags on Freiburg and Starvin. So in the end, the CT rifles do maintain control. The deagle out from Esatag. Try and tag out Fitch. He will take it back to 2 versus 2. So damage will be done. And that bomb has been dropped. But Avangar suffering severe casualties. And heavy investment for the next round means that the economy state will not be ideal when Esatag looks for a bit more. He's got the 4K. Hold the phone as round as possible. Now for the Heroic side, he looks in again. Sanji lands it for the ace. And just when you count Heroic out, they would have been happy to get the 2v0, but went a little bit further, and they managed to find themselves around. And again, that's damage done to Avangar, a full-blown buy coming in for the Heroic side. So force up Scouts, Deagles, 5-7 and P250 in for the CT side. Nades out from Blame, gonna start off with a little bit of damage to James out towards the mid position. The fantastic start off here for the Heroic squad. They move in, flashes over again, trying to maintain control. Esatag moves Molotovs in. Blame to go down to the connector area. Look at the AWP watching out from the back lines. Could get flanked in from the back lines though. Might not be ready for the push coming in from the likes of Buster. He's going to get a ton of information as well. So Avangar will have the control. They'll have the stack up here towards the A-bomb site. They'll know what's going on. Now we're going to win a half buy. Avangar could still easily win the force buy. Especially if Buster continues facing ground. If he gets his kill on Freiburg. Ooh, the headshot lands on the second eagle. He'll fall back immediately, gaining control. Gaining information again. Face from Sapphics will be able to trade one back. Sanji also going to go falling. Molotov's up rotation is going to be called in for the likes of Buster. Meanwhile, NATO Sapphics gets the second kill. Not quite spotting out the scout of James. Instead, he tanked him in the shoulder. Dealt with by the likes of Starvin. The pressure coming in with the AK-47s, and a bomb can go down now. Deagle for the retake. We've got an AWP, an AK, and an AUG to deal with. Buster got that opening kill. Has a scout also in bang that he can work with, so he might be able to do some damage if he picks up that sniper rifle, but My imagination is that it will not be quite the case. He doesn't want to regress too far forward with this one. Just Deagle up, looking in for Starvin. Grabs that scout eventually, but way too late to get the retake to get the no defuse kit. Obviously for the Avangar side, the force spike did not quite allow it. Just grab the rifle, fall away. The T's going to hear it, just be like, yep, this site is safe. There you go, return from Avangar, not found against the likes of Heroic. They strike back and take the lead away. A stack buy-in for Avangar on the eco. Scout in for James, about all they're going to have to work with. The stack into the B bomb site as well for the 5 CTs. And again, reading Heroic setups pretty well. Blame's still going to be able to get that opening kill though. Peeks in towards short, gets Fitch and falls right back. No more than that. Just a kill to open things up for Heroic and they can fall back passive. I don't think I spotted any other CTs on the defensive. I don't know if they know about Sanji towards Water or Buster on Graffiti. Boost the scout out in towards short, he'll be checking up. Freiburg. Lead Blame into the face. Smokes at the ready for the execute. Again, they've still got 4 players to deal with here. Avangar are committing to this. Buster and Jane will have to be the fraggers. Let's see if they can do it. Both out of the same position. Deagle spotted. I think they may have seen that scout as well. Blame wraps in as Snare gets down his back of a kicker. That spray is completely manic. And they used to respond back from the CTs, but in the end, only 1 casualty sustained by Heroic. 2 kills for Freiburg. Low HP on him and tag, but they get away alive, and that's the most important thing for Heroic. As they'll need those rifles going in against the CT side. AWP for Jame. AUG's in on 2, M4 and FAMAS for Sanji and Fitch respectively. And the first rifle round of the matchup comes to the fold. Early nades to try to get some sort of control out towards the connector area here from the B bomb site. Heroic sounds too aggressive for this one. Tag also going to be pretty passive out here towards the monster position, checking for any CTs that will aggress. Look down on them, but no such face will come through as James also going to play a similar strategy towards short. Kickouts advanced angles over towards the A-bomb site. Might be pretty information gathering here. Gonna hear footsteps at least coming through over on the long position. Ooh, its utility comes in from short over on the B bomb site. Perfectly landing at Sanji's feet. 44 HP kicks things off for Heroic. No kills as of right now, though, and Heroic looking a bit tentative on making their way into the mid or long positions. Eventually, Kickout's going to start to move further forward, and he may still catch up one of these T-side players. Indeed, he spots NATO Sapphics. Bursts through, gets the kill, and Blame's there for the quick trade back to evens. We will stand. Heroic's still got the damage to work in against Sanji. If they go towards that B bomb site, he'll be a very exploitable player. Still, there's one more man out here towards the jungle position, so this AWP could still cut out the Heroic squad. Execution comes in. Smokes, Molotovs, flashes, Freiburg here to support. As Blame makes the first move in, it will be Starvin first out towards short, taken out by James. Freiburg does not cross successfully. The Spunk will go down and try to keep him suppressed. In 13 seconds, the T's are running out of time. Freiburg trying to burst on through, trying to find one of these CT players up here. Sanji, head spotted, headshot angle not taken. The spray will not be successful. And Victor turns towards Blame on towards the ramp position as well. 2 more T-side players spotted. They have all the info they need. Avangar know exactly where Heroic are fighting out of, but Tag still fights back. 1 kill to his name. Not quite the second. Freiburg gets that man on water, so we stand at 2v2. We're busting the defuse kit, the only one left in play. And James trying to catch off one of these T-side players going aggressive. Eventually they do fall back through Monster. And Tag holds the angle still, but Freiburg coming in towards short. AK available. Smokes down. Buster to stick the full 5 seconds. Looks like he might just do. Freiburg's got a spray in right now. AWP missing. Oh, he just gets it together. 2 kills for Freiburg, 2 kills for Tag, and they clutch it in a 2v4. Heroic Take 4 on the T-side board. The big T-side start so far for the Danes. And again, expected this being their map pick, this being a battleground which they've had plenty of great results on. NATO. Nice attack, both start peeking in towards long, a bit more spread out default. Freiburg will catch the opening kill as a result, peeking in against Fitch. Against the eco round of Avangar, Heroic going to play as just about as much to a T as they can. Of course, not a lot for them to work with on the CT side anyway. The Deagle's in, the PT-50 out for Sanji, the Scout out for James. The flash from Blame gets some banana. Wow, wrong map. Bathrooms control. Freiburg continuing to hold down the monster area. Flashes over through to the bomb site. Buster, Kicker, and Jane will both, or all three of them will be here. First man spotted on towards the truck position. The second man trying to find anything he can, but Blame's going to move forward as they spot out James. He's forced to face to the right-hand side, and Blame will deal with him. 3 kills untraded. The bomb will go planting down towards the truck position. And you kind of know this as well. Sanji going to put fire down. But still, Blame faces, taps on taps to the headshot and Buster, last man standing. Just can't get anything done. Heroic looking confident. They've been getting it mostly against pistols, so it's not too much of a surprise. Orps in, AUG's out for 3. Sanji also going to invest into the rifle. Kevlar helmets and utility being pouring in from the CT side. Blame makes his way up. Again, aggressive in towards the short position, trying to put down nades on towards Toxic. A second one will follow through, but they won't land. A third one finally takes Sanji, but he goes for into the AK spray instead. Blame with a start. A 5-on-4 situation. Favorable to Heroic, obviously. Blame could get traded back, but I have my doubts about that one. Heroic slowly but surely play out their default standards. Slowly but surely. Try and look for another kill against the CT forces. I mean, they slowly start to wrap in towards the B-bomb site as well. The bomb's back there on Blame behind the monster tunnels. And if they push now, the only man they've got to deal with is Fitch. No one else is there. Everyone else is onshore on the A-bomb site. 2 players will start to get the good sense to rotate away. But again, that leaves one more man that'll also be alone back over on A. Smokes will come in, distraction over from S, tag will lurk as the real hit comes out, and Fitch is spotted and sprayed. Second kill on towards short. T's move in, the bomb should make its way safely to the bomb site. No one in heaven as it's smoked down, no one on bridge cross, so that's also smoked as well. Down on default, the bomb will be planted, a 5 versus 3, and it looks like Avangar just want to throw in the towel for this one. One player will be close to look for exits. But no form positions. Actually, is he even looking for exits? No, he's actually back on the A-bomb site, so everyone's just definitively saving this time. Couple of positions held out towards Graffiti, looking onto the bomb site from heaven, but again, no one's going to give face here from Heroic. Buster might catch NATO going a bit overly aggressive, indeed. Oh, he does, actually. I thought for a second that was a kill for the T-side player, but not to be. 2 more kills come in for the CT side. So they do a lot of damage here. Just one man left alive for Blame. Bit of a heavy investment. They'll have no problems here for round 8, but the following round after that might be a bit more awkward. But now, though, it's Heroic 6 in a row on the T-side line. The AWP's coming out for NATO Suffix, the Krieg in for S-Tag on the rebuy. Same thing can be said for Jame with the AWP for the CT forces. Bit more aggression out towards the B bomb site this time. Heroic have got opening frags here towards Monster and Short so many times, so many rounds so far. This time they'll play passive, and S-Tag swings out at the right time to get Buster down. What an opening from Heroic. With hit coming out, the Starvin deals with the second man. One left towards Water with Sanji. Nice casualty. And Starvin gets fitched out to 2K. Jame and Kicker. Last two left alive, and they're not going to face this one. It's Heroic. A slight amount of passiveness strikes forward with the aggression. Now Avangar can't do much about that. Again, no defuse kit. Jame and Kicker. 3-man advantage for Heroic. The 7-1 scoreline. The T's currently dominate on their map pick. Avangar. Couple exits come through. Okay, damage being done. Again, keep that economy limited, but... It's only consolation, a silver lining. Oh, and they almost lose Kicker as well. They can't afford that. A pause will be called by Avangar. Tactical in nature because, well, you can see why. 7-1 on the board is not ideal for the Kazakhstanians. On their CT side as well, you know. They tend to have a bit more of a CT bias when it comes to playing out on this map. About 58% of their rounds won on Overpass being CT-sided. Heroic are dead split down the even, quite literally just 50-50. Like 0.2% or something is what separates them off. Avangar losing out, can't get trades, lose the opening pick so many times against the Danes. Molotov's in, Buster. Up towards Short, flashes over from Kicker. Buster aggressing, catching Starvin. There we go, finally. Avangar opening things up, playing around what Heroic are doing for this round. They're still going to put 4 players in towards Monster as a fast hit looks to come through. Fitch with the UMP in the back line will be ready for utility phase. He jumps up, gives Freiburg the opportunity to strike back, and Heroic turns to a 4 versus 4. But Sandy spots him just as the smoke blooms. We'll get forced back out of water. Flashbangs come out, Kicker finds an angle to work towards Heaven, drops that bomb in Toxic, and now we're at a 4 versus 2. Make it 3, make it 2. Back to evens. Blame goes ham and gets 3 frags. Entering back over to the right-hand side of the bomb site, over from Toxic, found Heaven, found the 2 players on water, and just like that, Jame left to pick up the pieces as another round goes the favour of Heroic. And again, such a confident defensive with the opening kill and the follow-up frags coming in from the back line, and then all of a sudden, nope. Blame gets his chance to kill, and he will kill. And Heroic playing passive, they know that all they have to do is just not let Jame get anything done, and that will be easy as that. Another round on the board for the T's. The AWP shot will connect to 1 exit frag, but not much. As James tries to get an opening kill again here towards the mid position. It's Kicker playing in towards Connector, spotting out 2, takes down 1. Blame will be isolated and siphoned off from his teammates, and Buster will know that there's 1 man close here towards shore. Interconnector is cleared, so Blame can rotate away. We'll still face him. We'll still take a frag on the way out, though, and that's just standard heroic style at this stage. Mid control solidly held by the CTs, though. AUG burst in from Kicker, keeps the likes of Starboard at bay as Buster takes short control. I don't think he went fast. We might not have given up this information to the likes of Blame. Meanwhile, attack striking on towards the birthday party area. Kicker trades. Starvin down to 3 versus 3 as Blame moves in, catches vision and control of the bomb site. He's stuck his way around Buster, so it's not like an easy access line for Heroic to get to the B bomb site. And they're both on long, so the best that this position can do is probably a backstab, I think. 45 seconds to make it work. He's got to go slow. He can't get up the info. If he does, then it all pretty much is all for naught, essentially. So the AWP in looks out for Kicker. The AWP connects to the head. Dink down on S-Tag. We'll tag him up a little bit. 30 seconds left, and I don't think I spotted that bomb. Now Blame here on the bomb site. Ready for the next up. Here's the spray down. And Fitch will go falling. 1v3 for Buster. Rotating away from mid. Again, Heroic with 1 crucial position. Dismantled Avangar. And Blame with the backstab. Set up a 9th for Heroic. It's 9 rounds in a row for the T's as well. It's not gone well for Avangar since the pistol. Some spicy players coming through from the Heroic squad and everything. And the bomb will go up as expected. Double ops in play for the CT side. They've got to find some sort of way to frag back here. Again, they are losing so much ground. Heroic have taken the T side. They may go much further than just a 3-round deficit. Especially the way that Avangar are playing right now. Nades in coming up from Buster. Jane with the AWP will look down towards the underpass area. No connector control established by Heroic though, so no frag will go in the favor of the CT side. And no information game by the CT side either. Stacking up on long instead here, Heroic. Bitches the man to take control behind APC, and he smokes up for him. Bathrooms control is gained by Heroic. Lone control also established by 2 of the T-side players, including that Overpass tag. Put smokes down and flashes in. Going to try and set him on the idea of an ace site here, and Jane will tag up the first. Line up the collateral for the second. Where did that come from? And get a third on kick up. Freiburg down, and finally a bit of confidence coming out from Avangar. S-Tag and NATO Safix, last 2 left out towards long. Bomb drop to the CT side in mid. 20 seconds to go. And there you go. A second will be on the board for the CT side. Not enough time for Heroic to strike. They might get the exit frags on the AWP, and the next man towards mid will fall. S-Tag next up the face. Takes out 1. Going to peek back in a second. Ooh, almost gives up his life, but he holds onto the AWP. Doesn't matter too much. He's got loads of money. The T's have loads of money. Orp facing from James, trying to get aggressive early on. Buster jumping up, not seeing Freiburg park the smoke, still spread to his general area, but not getting any tag damage. Avangar start things off aggressive. 4 players over on the B site. Once again, kicker, it's the man towards long to try and make the backstab face, or the contact play towards long work. No trading potential, so all his real position there to do is just to play contact. Take a kill, fall back. Get back a bit of position on the A bomb site. Probably get killed off as a result of it, but... Smokes down from the tees, the flashbangs at the ready. Sanji bursts on through, takes note of Safix for a start, catching himself completely blind. Attacks Frame, trying to do damage, but they line up for victory. Gets 2 on for the triple, not quite against Blame, who blinds up both those frags. The amount of advantage for the CT side as James holds back behind the pillar and spots out Freiburg. Gets native through trouble, leaving it all to Blame. 2 kills so far. A 4K clutch available for the T side player. His backstab's coming from Kicker. I think he may have been heard. And yeah, Blame, I think he has information on where the CT is going towards. As Buster rotates over to the A bomb site, AK in hand. Blame the same, headshot angles to be taken and the 2 taps connect down. 1v1 now for Blame, still to clutch it against Kicker. Kicker coming in for the backstab. Blame in the bathrooms, he's ready for this. He had information, he did hear the footstep. Watching out mid, not checking the bathroom's entrance though. Bomb site still, pushes come forward, back plays, and eventually Kicker comes in with Blame's back turned. The fuse kit in hand, the third will go to favour of Avangar. And again, finally, a confident starts. Will be a pause called for Heroic this time. Obviously, they'd like to get a 12-3 scoreline at this stage, and they certainly could do at the turn of the half. It's mostly what this timeout is about here, to try and gain the best scoreline as possible. Still held a confident half at this stage, still going to have the lead by the time we go to their CT side. Kicker gets to the backstab, finds out 3 players, only gets the 1 kill over in the chaos of the connector area. 4-on-4 scenario. Buster and Sanji looking into Monster and Short. Buster ready. Esatag also trying to prod for info, looking for the first CT. A small pixel's all he needs to find. He takes out Fitch for it. Heads roll at Toxic. And Buster back at ramp. Only 60 seconds left on the clock right now. It's James. Smoke to cover his back. The AWP still here to the bathrooms. And advantage for Heroic to stack 3 players over to the long position. Freiburg also making his way up through mid. Orp to face him from James. Orp as well for Buster. Smoke down might cut Buster off, indeed. James will get down Freiburg. A lot of damage being done to swing from the backside. But Cyclex also spots out Buster all the same. 2 kills to his name. Sanji, last man standing for the CT side. 1v3 with the AUG. Recovering to an AK instead. But I doubt he'll get this retake together. And Heroic, with a little bit of slow play, will be able to maintain control of their stance here. 10 on the T side board. That tactical working wonders for the Danes. Avangar building up several rounds in a row at this stage. Only sitting at, I think, 3 rounds lost bonus. Looks about right, yeah, $2,400 on several individuals. But the AK does stay in play for Sanji. I don't think the rest of the CTs can justify the force up here. I say that, and immediately they're going to get AKs, Mag 7s, and Scouts in play. So what do I know? Interesting that James is going to get dropped to Scout. He's not going to invest anything to back it up. No Kevlar, no utility, nothing of the sort. Now, damage still coming through from Kicker, and Blame going to take it straight to the face. Now Starvin now take the face up instead. Gain connector, starting to establish some sort of mid-contact against Kicker. Also some smoke, some Molotovs available for NATO Sapphix to try and open up some of the angles here towards the mid position, allow his 2 teammates to get in. He picks up that bomb, rotates in over to the monster area. 2 T-side players waiting for him. Heroic mostly lurking out towards this mid position and long position. Starvin going to get tagged up for his trouble. Him and Blame, the 2 weakest players in terms of the HP. But other than that, it looks like they basically have committed here to the B bomb site. Freiburg setting up the smokes and the nades in. The further smokes and Molotovs coming in from his teammates over at Monster. Fitch going to get tagged up very hardcore by the nades. Buster, Deagle finds a gap in the smoke to work with, all peeking against NATO Sapphix. The DeRoche is putting that initial pump of utility down. Do not commit towards the B side. I've actually got a backstab coming in from Blaine. This might be why. Full rotation's called, and he's got all the info he needs. T-side players heard. Mag 7 from Fitch spots out several. I don't think he saw that bomb, but it doesn't matter. 20 seconds. Heroic need to go right now into the A bomb site. They haven't got time. And Blaine will be able to hold them off, be able to keep James at bay here. And the spray will work out. Not quite get the scout down for the first phase. The second one, however, will most certainly do the damage. Mag 7 from Fitch facing in. Does take the AK back out of play. Swap out to the rifle now to use out here, but Starvin's also taking his teammate's position back in the back position. Taking out Sanji. Looking for the second man. Will spot, will spray, but will not take the kill. Looks like they'll grab that Mag 7 on Buster and try and save their Kevlar. No defuse kit here for the retake. A 4v3 weapons are not ideal. So holding on to what they can going into the final round of the half. Again, seems like the most sensible thing for Avangar, as Heroic will get up to 11. Seems like the most sensible thing in terms of the economy state, in terms of the round difference, though. That's where things are going to get really, really awkward for Avangar.
Terrorists win.
Because the best that they can get here on the CT side is only 4 rounds. As Heroic have dominated. Got to imagine that this second half is looking pretty decent for them all the same. Molotovs in on Freiburg do a little bit of damage. I think Buster heard that damage. Didn't hear that tag. So meanwhile, James strikes first on NATO Sapphix, takes him down. Starts off on the right foot with Freiburg looking against Buster, sprays him, takes the trade right back for the Heroic squad. As long control is eventually established by Heroic, and they do not lose the man advantage for their trouble. They do lose the HP advantage on Freiburg, but again, it's not that much. He can still frag away. It's a tag. Owen up against Fitch. Spray comes in from the AUG. And man advantage now gained by Avangar. A second one on the swing from Sanji, and Buster there to support it. Now 2 players remain. He's made his way into the A-bomb site, ding down to 2 points of health. Spots at the second though and takes out Jamin Kicker. Just like that, it's a 2 versus 2. And again, only 1 player inserting himself against the CT line, doing a ton of damage. He's looking for more. 2 HP, he should get traded so easily and even have to Starvin to do all the rest of the work. But still, he takes the advanced angles. He allows his teammate to get the plant down. He holds up behind Truck. Starvin gets the headshot on that dumpster. And a 4v2 to a 2v1. And Sanji, only man remaining. Back over at Bank, Blame. Holding down the angle towards Dumpster. He's ready for the face, ready for the spray. And he'll take 12-3. What a half from the Heroic squad as they just dominate Avangar. They started with a pistol to the favor of Avangar, and then 9 rounds in a row for Heroic before they finally took their last few. I can't say I'm too surprised. Again, this was Heroic's pick, but Avangar just getting decimated right now by the Danes, and leading to situations like this where actually this can actually be over in the next 4 rounds. Again, Avangar have a better time on CT side than they do on the T side, meaning that this is going to get tricky. They will need a pistol start to try have a chance to stay in the half and stay in the map. And although the pistol has had a lot of relevance relieved from it, I still think that if Heroic gain it, Avangar will probably end up conceding and going to our second map again. It was Dust 2 that was picked by Avangar, so chance to have a bit of a better time on it. With Mirage being our final map if we have to get there, and we'll discuss those maps in more detail after this one is over. Because for certain, it looks like Heroic have had a hell of a time thus far. Second half almost ready to get started here between Heroic and Avangar, playing for our first map of the series. A good start is all Heroic need to get themselves back in and to take control of Overpass. P250 for Kicker, Smoke and Flash for him. Smoke Molly as well for Sanji with the Glocks coming through on the T side line. And 5 pieces of Kevlar for Heroic. It's quick hits out from Starman, getting out towards the mid position, catching off Buster for the first face. Can't quite take him down, can't quite land that headshot. He's the only player that's allowed to cross. He's completely slapping off from his teammates. Will eventually go back, locking out the face and expecting no one from Heroic to be facing there. Avangar rotate all their forces into what looks to be a B-site stack. 4 players can rotate effectively and efficiently. First shots coming in from Freiburg. A little bit of damage, but Avangar flashed their way out. Buster first man up towards the T side ramp. Molotov's back towards Toxic. No one's going to be spotted until he face on Native Sapphix. The tag to the 1 HP. One more man also towards the sandbags, and they haven't run onto this just yet. Starvin backed up. Headshot lands on the first of James. Can't deny his bomb point as it is back to default, and he hasn't quite got the angle. Freiburg also tapping his way through. Now they wrap back in towards Monster. Again, man advantage gained by Heroic. Ooh, good shot from Buster. Takes NATO down, finally finishing off the job that he started. Kicker also tapping away. 4v4. Starvin coming in from CT, coming in from Monster. Freiburg taps Starvin next time, coming with 2 quick frags. Sanji also dealt with, and the defuse will come through. Heroic ready and raring to go, and Avangar. That's not the start that they wanted in the second half. Pistol to the favour of the Danes. Bomb plant establishing the force buy here with the AKs from Jame and Kicker. 2 Deagles and a scout for Buster again. AUG's M4 and UMP also to play for here for the CT forces. And he takes face. Good shot on Blame. That's a hell of a way to frag right back, but Heroic all the same. And Freiburg pushed up to get down the first. Damage done to Sanji as well. No HEs on him. He can't quite put it down towards that entrance position. He is siphoned off from backup. He is kind of alone. Waiting for S-Attack to come in and try to support him. Bursting through, expecting T-side players to face up against him. Will flash his teammate into the face so we can get control of Fountain. Look on towards T-Connector. Spot Fitch to spray down, but not get the damage done. Instead, Buster going to get tagged up with his own right. Shout shot takes him down, and finally Freiburg dealt with by Fitch. So, 2v4, Avangar. Bit of patience, catching off the over-aggression. Heroic continuing to commit towards Park, and then They lose their man advantage and then some for it. Avangar with extra rifles to work with possibly could go in with a decent stance here on the T-side start. And you were saying a moment ago that they need a pistol to try and stay alive. I mean, it might be a bit more of a lifeline given out here in the conversion round. Starvin, however, able to trade. Damage done to Sanji leaves a slight man advantage for Avangar. As well as that, one player inserting himself in, that is Sanji himself. The trade can come in quick and easy from Starvin. They have no idea that the man's on towards shore. Nato Savin's going to get all the information, hearing the footsteps, smokes, and Molly's down. 10 seconds, and he bursts on towards the bomb plant. Fitch trying to trade it back. So much damage done, and Heroics look like they're going to hold control anyway. Fitch, not enough time to get this bomb plant, and Starvin knows it will swing out. We'll try and take him down after time. But no, Fitch stays alive with an AK in hand. Avangar doing their best to bait in the aggression, but could not come out with a round in the end of that one. 14-3. Another heavy buy round here for Avangar, a heavy force investment to come through. Try and get something going. AK's up, Galil's out, and Blame. First man out to the mid face with the nades up. Damage being done to Buster. Esatag also here with the scout. Watch out for information, but no such thing will be gained above the CT side. Starvin, meanwhile, getting Sanji. Kicks things off towards Monster. Also get information towards the squeaky door ring connector. Esatag will be there to support him, and even then, even if he does get taken out, information will be gained with the noise, and he'll be able to trade back. Flashes force Esatag away. Scout still looking on for the headshot of Jame. AK looking for a kill of his own right. Probably his head above the rock. Spots the man, but can't take him down. Good spray to do damage. Blame comes up with a kill. Kick out there with a trade, and Freiburg swings around, try to trade it right back. Indeed, he does get the SMG frag. Maintain the two-man advantage here for the CT side. 45 seconds. Bomb on the back of Fitch. Jame moving in towards long. Got to find some sort of way of wrapping in against Avangar. Just 30 seconds remaining. Smoke and Molly at the ready for Fitch, but really needs the flashbang to allow Jame to enter. Flashbang's on Jame instead. Esatag here for the defensive, watching on towards short as both players slowly peek up, and it's only going to be really left to Esatag, who's giving his control away. 7 seconds, and they do face in against him. Going to get the kill. Nope, Scout shot does turn it around, and well, Fitch does get away with the bomb plant. 2 versus 3. Freiburg not spotted. Close range positions as Jame aggresses. Low HP on his own factor. Offers away from back. Going to try and keep the CT suppressed. No information being caught off. Finally, Freiburg spotted and sprayed, but not taken out as James dealt with. All left for the AK of Fitch. 1 frag, 2 frags, trying to get his brain. Does get both the headshots. Blocking against Freiburg. Bursts through, does damage, but doesn't get the kill. As Freiburg will hold on. Fitch almost held on of his own right. The spray transfer on the dumpsters area. Good, but not good enough. 15-3. Map point for Heroic. And Avangar getting beaten down by the Danes. AKs and AWPs. Scouts brought down to the AUGs of the Heroic squad. Is a full buy for Avangar, a bit more of a forced buy for Heroic than they really like to, but they've got the firepower, they have the automatic weapons, they have the snipers, and they need to turn everything to their favor. They only need 1 out of 12. Avangar need 12 out of 12 in order to take control. Try and keep themselves alive on the first map of the series. It is only the first map of the series, so remember that much at least. Bit of breathing room in the sense that Dust 2 is next, but even so, with this kind of performance being posted up here by the Kazakhstanians, I don't imagine how much stock is there remaining. $60 seconds left on the clock. Avangar up and into the mid and the long faces. Bomb on the back of Sanji. Blame. Moves Essa tag over on the A site face. Nice start by James. Opening kill for Avangar, and it will force rotations from several CT players coming in. Still got one man over here on the bomb site, and he's going to have to be the main man of the defensive. Molotovs try and force him away with Nathan and Freiburg. Loads of damage done. The spray comes in on Sanji, he takes him down, but Fitch there with a response trade. 3v4, and eventually 2 players remain for Heroic. Make kick just one as Kicker gets his double kill and gets control for the Avangar side. Finally, one of very few confident rifle rounds we've seen out of Avangar. They start things off on T side as appropriate. But again, it's 1 round out of 12 that Avangar need to try and bring back to overtime. And Heroics, is that it? Okay. NATO Savic's trying to go for the Ninja Defuse. The smoke didn't quite land though. Thrown off kilter by one man close. Kicker keeps the sneakiness away from the CT side. Imagine if NATO went for that Ninja Defuse though. That would have been ridiculous. The Deagle's out here on the eco round. Aggressive faces coming in from the likes of Freiburg. The P250 up close against Kicker. Aggression. Ooh, the triple boost. Blame gets 2 headshots, and Freiburg looks in for one. He will get traded back, but they've gained the man advantage. They've dropped some rifles. Buster will start working towards the mid face, but Heroic. A big, big start from Blame. A big, big strap from Heroic. All the info gathering, and of course 2 kills as Avangar didn't check it. Now Buster in towards long, looking for a bit more. Blame will spot him. Esatag coming up with the shoulder bait. Getting the info out, and Esatag just waiting back here with NATO Safix. USP at the helm. Both players here. Buster. Swing out, sprays Manic. He doesn't get them all. Kicker and Sanji, last 2 players standing, and now there's rifles to work with. The AK and the AWP picked up for NATO Safix and Starvin. NATO spotted. Rotations will be coming in. The AWP strikes is on to Sanji. 1v3, and I can't believe Heroic are about to do it on an eco. 1 kill comes in. Nate responds to NATO. She should land close and take him down. Hold the phone. We're not done yet. The Deagle in from Blame. He's got himself 3 kills. Can he end up with the Quadra at the end of the map? 25 seconds. Sanji looking online and back up against them, and Blame spots Deagles down and wins out the fight. 16-4, and Heroic are going to take the map. The first one in the series, Overpass their own pick, and on an eco round of all things as well. It's not going well for Avangar, but Dust 2 is their home turf. It's the map that they decided to fight on here for this best of 3. Don't go anywhere, because after this short break, it will be our second of potentially 3 maps after this.
ESL 1 Cologne.
These roads intersect, on each one I reflect. These lines write my story. These places change me, each one replacing. Like night into morning, I miss the open air, the going anywhere, riding with you, like we used to. Guess I'm better off alone, never know when I'll get home, but I know that home's where the heart is. Guess I'm better off this way, moving to better days, but I know that home's where the heart is. Home's where the heart is. The endless journey, I need not worry. I'll get where I'm going. I made it this far, beyond where you are, and I'll keep on growing. I miss the open air, the going anywhere, riding with you, like we used to. Guess I'm better off alone, never know when I'll get home, but I know that home's where the heart is. Guess I'm better off this way, moving to better days, but I know that home's where the heart is.
ESL 1 Cologne.
Welcome back to the ESL 1 Cologne qualifiers here for the European region. We're into map 2 between Heroic and Avangar. And Heroic, if you missed it, have absolutely destroyed their opponents on the likes of Overpass. It was not a pretty sight for an Avangar fan, unfortunately. Yeah, 16 whole rounds to a grand total of just 4 posed up by the Kazakhstanians. It was not a very good time to be Avangar. It was not a very good time at all. Yeah, I'm not really sure what that stands over for the likes of Dust 2, because it is once again a pretty good map for Heroic. They've had 4 maps in the last 3 months. European closed qualifier for the minor, and the ESL Pro League season where they had that map against FaZe, which went 16-11. But of course, on the other side of the field, Avangar had a lot more experience on this map against some middling, sort of like, you know, up and down sort of teams. They've had Mouse Sports, they've had Ghost, they've had NIP, they've had Optic, they've had Dream Eaters, they've had Pact. They've had all these different talents, and certainly the main thing that stands out to me is the volume of Dust 2s in between these two squads, which means I'm going to go over to the favor of Avangar, but I still think it's going to be close. Let's find out where the cards fall and who is going to be going to the... not the minor. Wow. Casting too much Star Ladder. No. Who will be going to ESL 1 Cologne? It could well be Heroic on Dust 2. Let's find out with the pistol round. The smoke flash for Buster. I think a second flash also in play to get them out towards the longhouse control. A smoke molly for Kicker. The default pistols coming in for the T side line. Other than that, as they make their way in and out to the A long positions. Not down USP. Paneto gets the first man, tries to lamp tags onto the second. He gets that headshot of Sanji, and now his teammates can swing him, but Fitch chimes back, and Nato does get his 3K on for Kicker of the 4K. Nato just lands it. Easy as that for control of the Heroic squad. One man left in Jame, and Tag will catch him off on the backstab. Nato with 5 points of health and 4 kills to his name. A first on the board for Heroic. They claim easy control of the pistol round. The UMP, MP9, AUG for Esatag and a scout in Veneto Suffix. The early plays out from the heroic side will get utility down against Avangar, stop them from getting early control into the long position. P250 for James, Deagle in for Sanji, 3 Glocks out for Fitch, Buster and Kicker. It is an eco, and that in particular is all just semantics for the T-side line. Esatag with the AUG. Blame with the SMG out behind the mid door. Spray on Buster, spray on Sanji. Tries to get that triple, can't quite make it happen. He's got loads of money out of that particular exchange though, and James extremely low, so the best they can do is get that SMG. Potentially do some damage here for Avangar. For now though, man of arch for Heroic, no Kevlar still to work with. Sprays in with the UMP of Freiburg as he tries to catch off Kicker. Meanwhile, James will go forward into the other SMG on the other side of the map. And Fitch with the P250 is the last man standing. Gets the first. Maybe a bit more against the likes of Fitch here. Close range P250 shots UMP, takes him down. They will be able to get their second kills to Starvin. And Blaine makes decent cash out of the round. 2 rounds on the board for Heroic now, starting in against Avangar. Very, very standard stuff here. The AWP of James, and the AK is coming through with a Krieg for Sanji. And the rifles are standard with control out from the T's going down into the B tunnels, in towards the lower B tunnels in particular for the mid face as well. Kicker flashing in his teammates. Fitch will move in. Starvin watching with the AUG. Nades in. Oh, Buster and Sanji getting caught off guard. A bit more of a significant HP advantage now for the CTs, even though they are a little bit worse for wear on the weapons. They could still get this round together. Buster and Sanji, first 2 players to face. They are pretty die here. Starvin proves the 3-man lineup and a spray down. James trades it back with the AWP, now there's another CT here to face, and in the end they fall back, but they've got bomb control on the CT side. Esatag just spraying down through the tunnels of the entrance. And Freiburg wrapped back into the other side of the entrance, catching off James, burst on through. Can't get the AWP down, but he knows that he's got him suppressed. He knows he's got info on where the T-side players are playing in from. James takes him. Flashbang also heard, so he knows that there's a second player up here, so that's information gained by Heroic, but they don't really need to act upon it. They can just hold back, hold on to their weapons, and hold the B bomb side because they've got bomb control. Avangar need to come to them. 20 seconds on the clock. Looking like they will not challenge for this one. So it will be a 3-0 start for Heroic.
Counter-terrorists win.
Of course, lack of money going into this one will already drop the AWP of NATO straight on James with a boost up. And Esatag ready for the next man in the mid face. It's looking so confident from Heroic in the early part of this one, just like it did over on Overpass. The rifles will get recovered by Buster and Fitch. The question is, what kind of damage can they do with these rifles? What kind of kills can they find? What kind of setup can they make? I don't think much of anyone right now here for Avangar at this stage. All pin for Buster, ready against the likes of Starvin, who spots his head and takes him down. Bullet to the chest, and Esatag re-smokes it, Molotov's in, trying to see if he can keep Buster away. Looks at the ready is Fitch and Sanji. April looks to be a short hit coming in from Avangar. They have established a man disadvantage, but they have established map control all the same. Smokes down on towards the short position, nades in from Blame. Tries to get himself on top of the Viking area. No, he doesn't go for the boost spot. Instead, he just waits back behind the rice bags. And flashes over to get himself back over to the ramp position. A bit more hard cover available for the CT. Now 2 smokes, 2 flashes at the ready. 2 flashes go thrown up immediately. And smoke back on towards the short position. It's not going to cover them too much. They need to get one towards CT and potentially other one towards the long position. They're running out of time. They're still being suppressed. One of the AK swings in, takes out Freiburg. Counter molly's coming over. Blame gets out Sanji. NATO Savage going to rotate up. The T still pushing in. The bomb should get planted down towards the short position. Heroic can't deny this, but still the man advantage maintained by the CT forces. Re-smoke down on to the long plant. And Blame ready for Fitch takes him out, leaving Buster alone in 1 versus 3. The AWP in his hands. Hell of a task ahead of him. NATO peaks. Blame boosted up. He'll catch him off instead. Boost up kill. It's 3 kills for Blame in this round, and a 4th on the board for Heroic overall. Double ops in for Esatang and NATO Suffix. 3 AUGs for the CT side. And of course, Avangar facing out towards the longhouse. Once again, it's James a bit pushed away, but the early Molotovs in with the CT forces. Not a lot of damage done to either side as of right now. Only a little bit. 10 points on James. Mid control gained out by Avangar going in through the lower tunnels. No short control from Heroic. It's just mid facing from Starvin. Flashes over, going to keep them blind and keep them from pushing in through mid to B. By extension on towards short as well. That flashbang covering off the entire of the mid position. T-side move up and into short. Now establishing that control. Fitch will start facing. Flashbang in from James. Going to check out the quick cross and if there's no one there on the CT side, we'll try and frag back. It's NATO Safex playing on top of Car. Molotov's down towards short. Knows that those players are coming in from Freiburg. Will cut that off the long push. All in his hands, and NATO also got Blame here to play contact on the bomb site directly. Fitch now Molotov off that bomb site and not see Blame close. He'll lurk in the smoke. 25 seconds remaining for Heroic. Blame with the opening kill. Freiburg right around the corner here towards the longhouse, and Kickout will take him out here. The footsteps get the headshot. Stand back at evens. 15 seconds for the hit. Is this attack with one of the orbs? Tries to trade back, tries to keep control. Indeed he will alongside the likes of Starvin. Bomb drop. Kickout left to just lick his wounds and run for the hills. That's Heroic. Get 5 in a row on CT side. As the default from Avangar took too long and didn't get enough done. Of course, that leaves a 5-0 on the board. Avangar will have to surmount going into the remainder of this T-side half. Deagle's up on 3. CZ at James. AK for Kicker. Bit of aggression coming in towards that mid position. James watching out. Trying to check out somebody on the scaffolding in the mid to be faced, but no one will be there. Again, Heroic playing carefully and playing around the common angles that Avangar can peek in and the easy angles that they can peek in from. You know, not going to go close towards the door at mid doors, for instance. Not going to face up directly down the mid line. Flashes over the T's. Ooh, Deuce quite to take this time. Smokes down, needs to respond. Doesn't do as much damage for Blame as he would have wanted to, but Fitch still tagged at 87 to start for Heroic. with the HP compilation onto the fact that there's only Deagles and CZs, 1 AK here for the T side. Molotovs in from Blame, going to do even more damage, potentially forced him to fall further back out of the short position, and he will be successful for the moment. 30 seconds for the Avangar hit. We've got one player at CT, one on the bomb site itself. Gonna flash his way into the Viking area, spot out two. Spray doing damage on the first and getting the kill on the second, but traded back immediately. And a spray for the gap and a smoker kicker gets Benito Safix down. So, man advantage gotten by Avangar. One plant can get secured. Or the kicker? What? Why are you burning? What did you do? Why did you hold back a goose when you knew that was going to be an issue? Fitch will trade back on Starvin meanwhile, but all three players now on 33 points of health or lower for the T-side line. Heroic could easily take control of this, and indeed Freiburg will take out James. Tapping his way on through, trying to look for Buster. Will get his headshot. 3 kills for the man, and Fitch, last man standing for 2 headshots of his own right. Flashes over, catches him completely blind. Freiburg knows he's going to face up. Taps on tap, spray comes through, and he gets his 4K. Avangar doing damage on the half bite. Probably could have gotten a bit more out of that round, to be honest. Once again, an undefeated streak established by Heroic. AK's AWP's in for Avangar. Flashes over from Fitz, he looks in the Starvin and takes his head off his shoulders. Blind spray, finally getting something going for here for Avangar. A man advantage available for the CT forces is going to be taken away by Kicker as well on the trade. Freiburg down, 1 point of health left for the man. He doesn't face anything against the nade here from Benito Safix, so... Molotov's in on Blame, he gets himself out of dodge. Nades will get responded to by the likes of S-Tag here, trying to force them out of the B tunnels, and they will be successful in doing so. Now they've got to rotate up and try and expect them to go towards the A site again. Benito Safix is going to be the man to try and defend against it. Molotovs keep suppression. Very little cover out in the open, now turning on towards the open position where Kicker is. AWP of S-Tag strikes towards mid. Finally, something going with the favour of the CDs. Safix lines up a secondary kill as well. Doubles up the turn back to 2 versus 2, and a HP advantage sits to the favour of the Heroic squad. Buster going to plant down on default. We stand at evens. S-Tag, will he go for the Kelly shot? May just do, he may just be successful. Buster spray, deals with Blame. Now it's all up to S-Tag as the last man standing. Gonna go for a hero-like play here for Heroic. He does go for the Kelly shot, but whisks it out. And Kicker takes his 2K as a result. 1 point of health throughout the entire round, and they still managed to end up with 2 frags. There are caveats aside and everything, but... And a pause will be called. This one is tactical for Heroic. That's kind of surprising, actually. I mean, not as surprising, actually, now that I think about it. Economy is a little bit awkward for Heroic. $1,600 on Blame in particular, and Starvin on $3,000. Gonna have to think about this one. Do they want to go for the force up? And it looks like they do. Orp in M4, 2 SMGs and a CZ for Blame F. Four men stacking over to the A bomb site here on long control. Is this a good call for Heroic? Starvin, the only man defending the B bomb site, and he's only got an SMG. Put the M4, the AWP there, then maybe I might be able to give you a little bit of credence, but heavy stack and getting in towards short and CT spawn. I look for an opening frag here for the Heroic squad, and the boost up from Benito Safix as well. Going to challenge in from Jay. Actually not boosted anymore. Goes down instead. James catching his shoulder. Close range positions at the corner. Spray in from Esatag does do damage on the Fitch, but doesn't take him down. Avangar get onto short. James will start to exit out with the AWP. Look down at the CT spawn. Has he dropped yet? No, he's not. He's going back towards short. And 45 seconds still left for him and the rest of Avangar to work with. James gets another. Starvin still here. Two players to line up. Buster traded. Second spray down. Has a bit of damage on the James. The nade should do a bit more damage in fact. And indeed, he'll try and take down Kicker. Not quite Sanji though. Flashbang's going to harass down. USP still at the helm and he does get traded. Backstab coming in from Freiburg. Being out towards the mid position. Can he catch him for the likes of James? He can, but he can't quite get the kill. Flashbang's over. We'll spot him. We'll spray. And Blame will come in with the AWP pickup as the SMG continues to face around the corner here for the Heroic side. Eventually, moving into the B site retake as the bomb is about to go down. Heroic still with a chance, even if it is a slim one. Flashbang is in, no defuse kit in hand. Freiburg makes way out towards Car, and Fitch will deal with him, so Blame has got the save. That automatic weapon was still in play, then maybe, but not to be today. So we go 6-2. Avangar. Another round on the board for them. Eco out for Heroic, AWP for Blame. Or in for James, doesn't quite catch off the first man. This time, Nap's still watching out for Freiburg here. The bomb is, of course, on the Orpa's back, and we'll get the information out for the CT side. Flashes in USP's out, trying to tap on towards Sanji. Will spot him, but can't take him out. Blame also with the AWP with a good shot for the CT side. The only rifle in play. Esatag gets damage on the Sanji, but Sanji comes up with the kill. Blame moves further inland to try and find another. Meanwhile, aggression from Starvin. To bracket in the fact that the CT's information out against the likes of the T side may be able to stack in the three players up here. Two USPs and an AWP. AWP to watch the cross, CTs and the USPs to watch out the actual bomb site itself. Smokes go down. What can Freiburg do? USP up close, trying to find the damage. Fitch will catch out his teammate, but gone to the second, and just like that, CT setup is dismantled and the bomb will go down. Blame just going to opt to fall back here. Hold on to the AWP. More worth it than just this attempt at a clutch against Avangar. It was an eco round, so you can't blame too much on the Heroic side for how the outcome turned up. But now with 3 rounds lost bonus kicking in their favour, we should be seeing a buy come through from the CT forces. The AWP already in play, so it will look confident. Blame can drop rifles. But out to NATO Safix immediately, who starts getting some other AUGs out for the CT sign. Investment will come through on 3. Freiburg also to buy up to the M4 for the 4th. The AWP, again, for NATO Safix, seeing what he can do. Early face out towards the longhouse coming through. NATO will be there with a 4-man stack, and again, leaving the likes of Esatag alone on B. It's fortunate for Heroic that Avangar haven't gone for a rush down towards the speed bomb site yet. If they do, can so easily overwhelm the likes of Tag. Sanji and Fitch with the mid face on Xbox, flashes over to the short position. Avangar still holding the mid control, the short control. No real advances to the bomb site as of right now. Slight amount of aggression that will keep their positions held. Flashes from Blame tries to keep them at bay on Avangar. AWP for James watching in a multi-type position. Fitch spraying on through, tags him up. Second phase completely blind. Opens things up for the T side one more time. Molotov's in, leaving it all to NATO and Freiburg. NATO with the AWP, cuts off the first man. Looking back in for the second, evaded the utility coming forward, but still no, does not lack out the line of Sanji. As James turns on towards CT, spawn spray in from Freiburg, deals with Kicker, and the bomb plant down towards short will keep it covered off from the lone man left on the bomb site. He'll get dealt with, as will Starvin. 2 kills for James, and a great hit coming through from Avangar. NATO with a great start of his own right there for the heroic side, but the smoke's down, the peeks away, and the missed shots from the AWP forced by the T-side line. We'll leave another pause to come through, this time on the part of Heroic again. Start things off on the right foot, but now the Kazakhstanians have found a way to work back into this one. AWP in for James, starts off taking out S-Attack straight through the door. Spots him a second couple of times as they need to face around that mid position. Loses life, loses scout. Another eco coming in for Heroic as James lands a second kill out towards that mid position as standard. Simple frags coming in. 1v1's isolated again, given up to the T-side line. Avangar looking on to the long face. Sanji, Kicker, and James. Bringing together, Buster behind them all 5 players in play for Avangar. Taps on taps, James takes out Starvin, looks him at a flick of the second man. That's a bit more confident. 4 kills to the AWP. Let him have the ace, boys. Let him have the ace. Last man left's on short. Bomb plant will be secured by Buster, so... Down the stuff coming through from Avangar again, the AWP. Good shots landed. They were anti-eco frags, but they were no less impressive. Now Avangar within 1 of the Heroic lead. It's weird that. 6 rounds in a row for the CT side, followed up by 6 rounds in a row. Well, 5 rounds in a row right now from Avangar. Could well be 6. But max loss bonus from Heroic to try and deny that. Obviously, Blame not getting any defuse out here. No smokes, no kit. Your time is way too far gone. The double ops in play here for Heroic. Have the 3 AUGs to work with. The smokes up, the flashes over. Very little utility available for the CT side, but they still have a little bit to work with. In terms of the defaults at the very least, after that, it might come a little bit more awkward. An opening kill, preferably. The nades in. Spoiled out by S-Tag as Buster takes that face up. Mid control. Longhouse control. Sprays blind down towards the compositions in the corner and onto the cubby area behind the blue box. No kills will be going in favour of Avangar right now. They will set up what looks to be an A split. 3 players on short, 1. They're taking away from the long, so actually more of an A commit down from short. 2 players to deal with this, including the Orpanator Sapphics. He has been a little bit hit and miss with his shots on this map. As Fitch. Smoke at the ready. Counter smoke back from Blame. Going to try and find a way to work in. Either with a short hit as Avangar going to make their way out. Flashes over. 3 players push through the smoke, including the bomb. Buster going to try and join them as the 4th. A little bit of damage done back and forth between NATO and Jame. And finally, NATO strikes opening kill. He's called out towards ramp, but still the AWP looks on land. As Blame gets out Buster, the headshot not quite locked out. NATO looks back in and drops that bomb for the 2nd time. 2 kills to his name. And the T-side player is forced off angle here as the last man standing will be Jame. 1v5 and the AUG on the backstab of Starvin, ready to bracket them in, realizing what Avangar were doing, and Heroic will reinstate the 2-round lead. Quick hits coming out again, trying to meet the defaults head on here. Buster out of the gate into the longhouse, looking for Freiburg, sprays him down, blaming for the trade back on Fitch, and he'll get close, but Kickout will deal with him. Incendiaries and nades come back from the likes of NATO Savage to try and get damage and keep them away from pushing forward. Meanwhile, Jame aggresses, and the AWP does not take him down. He establishes short control, and Avangar can hold back a little bit, not need to aggress. One big backstab coming in from the likes of S-Tag, gets sprayed down by Sanji. Is caught off going a little bit too aggressive in this one. Jay missed out the AWP shot against NATO, but NATO is not able to respond. Smokes up, AWP shot baited in, and James can try and get himself out towards the mid doors. Ooh, stays in the corner though, jumps back forward and eventually gets a position. NATO almost catches him, but Starvin there with an adjustment. Back towards the mid face, 3v2. Starvin not ready for Buster, so it's 3v1 with the AWP of NATO up for the most difficult retake in the world. So Kicker takes him down. So Avangar able to return the favour and again strike back against Heroic. Back within 1 of the CT lead. A bomb? A buy is what I should be saying. I'm saying a bomb can come out from the CT side. Nope. The buy can come out. The AUG's on 2. AWP on NATO. Sapphics dropped in and an SMG for Freiburg. Avangar. Very little aggression held out by Heroic, a much more standardized default coming through with 2 players on the long position, but 1 pushed up aggressive towards Longhouse, the other holding back at ramp to look on towards short and turn on towards long if appropriate. And NATO's decided not to face on towards that A-bomb site anymore. He's taking a mid control instead. And a bit, again, a bit hit and miss with his placings towards car and not quite getting those shots on towards the short position as Avangar do stack up towards short. Smokes up, 40 seconds on the clock. Avangar trying to find an aggressive Heroic player, but no one's going to be pushed up so far as to the short position. Eventually, actually, Blame's going to rotate away from that short position and just concede it down to CT spawn. NATO once again goes out towards ramp. Respawn's down to CT spawn. Blame's going to be completely cut off. Will spot out kicker. Not seeing Fitz. The spray will get up his position though, and the flashbang completely discombobulates him. 2 quick frags for the CT back at the spawn area. Spawning out the head of the next round phase on Buster as Nova Savins goes down, looking for his 4th kill against Jane, but the AWP responds, and the bomb plant is allowed by Heroic. Freiburg still being the man here with the SMG. Low HP on James, high HP on Sanji, and that's the man who's got a challenge here. The AK will come through, and now Sanji last man standing for the 4K clutch. 1v2 scenario as it's pushed through the fire and the flames, and gets the man down. 2 kills to his name, and the 8th on the board for Heroic will eventually go in favour of the CT side. Double up setup, looking for the opening kill, out towards mid, the first all face, and kick up. Second one up against the likes of NATO Safix, and NATO goes down. Flashes in from Freiburg, also going to try and contest here with the rifles. The Krieg will be able to challenge next, and he gets a spray down, wins it out all the same. Star going to trade back on James though, get that AWP out towards the mid position, so something going in the favour of Heroic, but Avangar again. Initial faces in towards the T side line. Get control above the Danes. Also, it will be a 4-on-3 situation with out towards the long pit. Blame pushing up from short, and Fitch peeking out perfectly, getting the headshot angle read so well. The AWP tag will try and back, but both CTs out mid and B site control. No A site presence established by Heroic. The AWP Starvin will get picked up, see if we can do any damage here. Molotovs in, nades and Molotovs against them. Both CTs with orbs here to try and face for the retake. The bomb will eventually go down. So they're trying to find a gap to work with, but nothing will be found. Plant eventually established here towards the default position. Buster holds back and waits. Riga Sanji. Seeing the flashbangs come over. Shit, decoy grenade entirely, scratch that. Stay turn on towards Buster, finally gets a 2 versus 2. Cregan against them, the AWP able to respond, and that allows Sanji to peek out and get the response frag. S-Attack trades, 1v1, 3 kills to his name up for the 4K, gets him. And gets the defuse kit as well. There's 9 on the board for Heroic at the end of the half. It was a bit of a hard-fought battle though after the 6th round. Avangar eventually finding the spring in their step and is able to turn a pretty decent T-side half back to their favour. Again, 9-6 favour to the boys over from Heroic. Now Avangar have their own CT side to work with. Now there isn't a particular bias for Avangar. A bit more for Heroic though. They have a bit of a CT bias on this map. And that might be enough for Avangar to take control here on the second map. Obviously, to brief you, in case you're just joining us, it's Heroic who are in the lead on this series. They were able to win Overpass 16 to just 4. And obviously the second map will be a much closer affair than that one, but Heroic still lead by a map, and if they can take this in Dust 2, they will be going to Cologne. That's what this match is all about. Here on Avangar's map pick, they still could do some decent work here. At the very least, if nothing else for Avangar right now, they have been able to hold themselves a much better line compared to how the Overpass map went. Seeing this come out from them, seeing them hold their own is a bit more of a better feeling compared to how well things went over in the last map. And again, Avangar will be on the back foot, but they have a chance here on CT side. I imagine this actually could get a bit closer. When these boys are ready to go, we can get straight into our second half. Right now we're waiting on, I believe, Heroic to ready up. You can say the least, at the very least, a much more closer affair from Avangar and Heroic here on Dust 2. Our third map will be Mirage if we have to go there. I guess to talk a little bit about that before we get started, because much like Dust 2, both teams have had pretty impressive win rates. Higher win rate for Avangar, but Heroic have a few more results against some much higher tier talents. Actually, now that I think about it, Avangar have also had some pretty decent face-ups against the likes of Fnatic and North and Vitality and Optic in the past. So if we go to Mirage, actually, it could still go either way. And I did say that I predict this map to go to the favour of Avangar off the basis of just their sheer experience they've had on Dust 2 and the fact that they picked it in some sort of level of confidence. Before they get there, though, they have to win out on Dust 2. Heroic still leading by 3 rounds. Seven away from getting this map under their control. Avangar got 10 to go before they take this one. Potentially with some overtimes, give or take a few rounds or many. Here we go with the second half pistol. Kevlar in for Avangar. Default pistols on everybody. Double flash smoke for Tag and a single smoke flash and P250 for Freiburg. NATO Savage goes in first. Contact established by Buster. Quick headshot knocking him down. The phase those 2 flashbangs and Jamie still going to be here for taps on taps. It will be Buster baiting in for the kill, but grab locked. Jamie one quick headshot, and meanwhile Tag going to mount the backstabber in kicker. 3 versus 3 scenario. Bomb will go down behind the big box, behind the long box, I should be saying. Aggression coming out from Freiburg once again. PG50 spoiling out the first and the second. Gets that headshot on Jane. Fall out of the bomb site as he continues to face around and pull their attention towards the window area. That one spotted out towards the B doors as well. Taps the first bomb. Fitch catches the whole 10 seconds and completely covered off, and indeed Freiburg swings out for his triple kill on for the quadra against Sanji. No Kevlar, but loads of HP, and Freiburg is the man of the round for Heroic. A pistol to their favour, and that does not look good for Avangar. As Krieg in for Tag, starts sprays and takes out Fitch. New MPs, Krieg's, Mac 10's in for the T side with a scout out for NATO Sapphics. As bursts in from the T side. Try and flush out this car position, but will not be able to get any kills out of it. Sanji backed up on the short position, being the only man really here for the CT forces. The push coming in from the other 3 do go out towards the tunnels. They will get some information. They potentially could isolate the kill on Starvin, especially with Sanji also being pushed up here. can wrap it in sandwich against them, but eventually his attention turned back towards long. As here they come. P2K in hands. Flashbang. He'll be out towards short. Can't get anything done as Blame rounds the corner. Gets himself another $600 kill. The bomb plant will be secured now by Tag on towards short. Kicker and James tried the stack in, tried to go for the very aggressive play towards the tunnels. Almost found a kill for it, but in the end, not a single point of damage going to Heroic here. Post plant's a different story, may potentially a little bit done here for Avangar, but as it stands right now, Heroic are about to take a flawless round here to follow up. Kicker does take out one frag, potentially could have gone for that knife though. Would have been nice. Again, actually, a little cash injection bonus for the CT side, but USP kill, we can be happy with that. Heroic here with a buy-in with the scouts, the double op setup coming in for Kicker and James on the rifle round. James holds his towards the A site, Kicker back of the B site. Vision's being held out for long and tunnels control, but no active faces, no aggression coming in from the CT AWPers. Aggression coming from Heroic out towards the mid face though. Flashbanging allows two players to cross the Xbox, and Fitch will not hear those footsteps just yet. Expecting more of a mid to B face coming out, but Heroic mostly want to play towards A. Freiburg receiving Molotovs, but will not be forced away because of them. It's going toward the longhouse corner instead of the actual longhouse itself. Avangar smokes, flashes over Tag straight in with the Krieg, looking for the first man, and AWP for James strikes first, deals with Tag. AUG is Sanji, sprays down Freiburg, gets another kill on the backstabbing player. The bomb should be secured here. The plant is available for the likes of Sanji. Still going to face someone and try to get a kill instead. It's pretty dangerous and could potentially cost the round for Heroic if they're not careful. 25 seconds. Smokes continue to go down. James still here. Flash over and Starvin will peek. Get down one headshot before he goes falling. A pretty nice headshot of his own right, but bomb being dropped again. 15 seconds. Heroic a bit overly aggressive for this one now. Sapix has got to go ahead and peek into James' angle. Got to get this bomb plant down. 9 seconds. Face up the plant back towards the big box, and James not going to face up, not going to deny the bomb plant just yet. The spray will come through from Blame as he keeps control. 3v2 favour to the CTs, and Heroic wrapped back into the backstab from Kicker as Sapix is dealt with, and the AWP finishes off the job for the CT side. 7 on the board. Avangar will score their first in the second half. And Heroic, while looking confident initially, made some pretty crucial mistakes again, not going for that bomb plant immediately. Instead, the bomb planter himself facing further aggressive. First it was Sanji. Not Sanji. First it was, who was it? I think Freiburg? Or NATO Sapix, and then it was Starvin after that. Double up in play for Buster and James with scoped weapons galore for the CT side, and Heroic with a bit of a force buy of their own right. They can win the round off the back of this buy-up, then potentially they could have a decent chance of this one, but they've got Sanji on first face out towards Longhouse. Takes the spray down on Freiburg. Damage done to the second man, not quite the kill there, but James, that's what he's here for, the follow-up frag to drop that bomb and turn the man advantage to the favour of the Avangar CT side. Flashes from NATO Sapix will take out James. The sniper back in play for the T side half, but 3v3 scenario, no man advantage gained, at least not anymore. Avangar didn't have it. The AWP stayed in play, then maybe it could still be in play for Avangar. Still got a second AWP out on Buster, who's rotating the join. The A side defensive, and the good thing he does, because Kicker is now down and out. Fitch left on the bomb site. Both players on the CT side down to the CT cross. Molotov's in, lands a bit wide. Doesn't quite take him out. In the end, Native Savix will force the peak anyway, and the spray will come through from Blame to try and keep Buster away. He'll be successful in a 1 versus 3 scenario. Damage being done to the Orpa, and he will fall back and save his big green gun. 12 for Heroic. Avangar without a lot of money to play into this round. The AWP save, but the Deagle's in on 2, 5-7 PT50 on the others. Molotov's down as standard. Heroic just working off their defaults, knowing that Avangar could be in with a force buy in this round. They're not, but you know, Deagle headshots still count at this stage in the match. Avangar try and look for a half-buy victory, just like Heroic did at the end of the last map. Avangar will try and keep them away from the end of the second map. Tough in for Heroic, tries to force out Kicker. Flash from Blame and Starvin round in the corner. AK spray up, takes him down. Start for the T side. AWP here with a response though, takes out Heroic Starvin. Fall back in the CT spawn as the hit comes through towards the B bomb site. Great incendiary counters, and actually Heroic are running out of time for this one. 15 seconds, and the T's taking way too long with the default. Freiburg caught off guard towards the mid position. Buster digs him out. And a 5-7 from Finch, ready for playing. Rounds the corner, gets S-Tag as well, and the AWP floats in. 5 seconds, and all Buster needs to do is deny the bomb plant. He does do so. Look on a NATO Sapphics. The spray will come through, but Sanji takes him back. And Avangar there with the half-buy gets 2 AWPs out and an 8th on the CT side. And much like earlier, Heroic taking way too long on the defaults. Way too long to make the execution actually happen, and they'll take a tactical pause for it. I have a lot of money, so it might just well be an eco. Quick kick comes out towards the mid position. It's NATO Sapphics leading the charge. Kicker, first man to get the kill, but also first casualty of the CT side. Buster there with the AWP responds, tries to get the second man. Does spot out Starvin, taken out of the wall back, eventually turning on with a triple kill, and eventually the anti-eco dismantled by Avangar. Easy as that. A nice rush attempt from Heroic. Looked like a chance that maybe they might have been able to you know, get some sort of control, potentially a kill or two. the end, Heroic focusing on the rifle round more than anything else. Fast play coming out from Freiburg at the Revenge of the Smokes. Out in the corner, Fitch spots the gun barrel and sprays him down at the very edge of it. So, Molotov's in, Esteg does find one, spray back on the second man, can't quite take out Fitch. The nade will land directly towards him though, and not do as much damage as I thought it would actually, so scratch that. Bomb plant down towards short, 4v4, Heroic do break into the A-bomb side, but Fitch there to respond, sprays on the first man, lines it up on the second, damage done to Esteg as well as the CTs continue to face. Trade back on damage on Fitch, 2 HP left for him. Buster with the AWP, Curry give him kicker, catches the headshot of the first man, trade back again on Fitch, low HP, he will go down eventually. Buster, Orb sneaks in, can he find Starvin on towards the Viking area, NATO comes up, kicker and Buster trades, so it's all left to blame on the short position. Diffuse on Buster, tapped once, going to try and bait in the Orb shot, will come through with the kill and kicker's going to stick the full 10 seconds. Should be alright with that one, and indeed, it will be 10 for Avangar, the retake working. The CTs hold their own. With 3 rounds in a row, Heroic. Boost up AWP for James, looking for at least 1 kill. He'll find it. Flick back for the second. Not going to connect the flashbang sheet. Blinds off both Freiburg and James, so seeing each other. Face back in with the AWP. Connects that flick back on Freiburg as well. Well played from him. Again, anti-eco frag, so just James with the great Orb skills showing them off here, potentially for the 4K. Buster with it to back it up. Actually, no, gets that kill, but doesn't matter. 2 players do fall for the CT side. It's damage done to the CT economy. And now we're within 1. Double ops up in play. The CT side. There, Safix finally faces in toward the short position. Fitch and James. Short players to watch on towards there. They're all going to focus on the longhouse control, and that might be a bad idea. Smokes in from Blame. Going to try and siphon them off as well from the long control. Out of the entrance here towards the cross. So James with the AWP. Only man ready to defend the A bomb site. His teammates are behind the smokes. He does get a first on NATO. Freiburg swings in, takes out Sanji, looks back in for more, but Fitch will trade it, and the AWP continues to look on towards headshots. Will get blamed for the 2K, but that's where the trade comes back to 3 versus 2, and Starvin round the corner looks for kicker. Spray is good to turn it back to evens one more time. Bomb plant down towards short, Molotov's in, and Starvin back behind the rice bags. Buster's also up here for the face-up. We'll look on towards the ramp position, catch off Esther tags, so it's to Starvin for the 3K clutch. He's found one. Back on Viking. Bomb plant for him. Perfect position actually set up for this. Flashes, nades, doing damage. Time's ticking away. 1 good kill is all they really need. The AWP there for it though, and Buster knows how to play this with Fitch. The defuse will come through for Avangar. And once again, the retake works to 12-12. We're all evened up. Double ops in, the AUGs on 3, and the AKs, the Krieg out for the Heroic side. The rebuy comes in, but they're about to lose control of their lead. It's James, aggressive, expecting the shoulder bait to come through, expecting a bit of a boost out from Native Traffics, but in the end, Heroic will face off eventually. James opens things up again for Avangar. Spray from S-Attack does trade back on towards him though. One AWP out of play, eventually catching the Avangar AWPer, going a bit aggressive out towards the mid-take. On the 60-second marker, Heroic will keep things back even at 4 versus 4. No damage done to any of the remaining players alive. Freiburg, however, might catch off one. Sprays on Sanji, doesn't take him down. Only man controlling Longhouse as the T's look towards mid to B. S-Attack recovering that AWP. What can you do with it now? They're going to rotate into the B tunnels, and a little bit of aggression coming in from Kicker could potentially shut them down. Into the long entrance, AWP faces, and S-Attack adjusts for it, but he does do a lot of damage to him and Starvin. A chance still available for Buster. The backup has got to arrive. He's on the AWP. One shot per frag, potentially collateral that could get lined up here with the bunched up T-side players all at the helm. He does spot a wallbang on S-Attack. Look back in for S-Attack and take him down when it's in the air. He's coming in. Freiburg sprays up. S-Attack killing the interim, and one more man goes falling on towards the Heaven area. 13, Heroic maintain control of their lead. There's a nice chance brought by Buster, but in the end, the CTs cannot gain control and could not get the trades. As a pause will be called. Avangar within inches of taking the lead away. But this time it's actually Heroic calling for the timeout. This is actually their 4th and final timeout of this map as well. Avangar have been playing off the back of all their teammates' tacticals. Their opponent's tacticals, I should say. And every single chance go their favour. A round advantage. For the T side once again. Potentially a second round advantage as well, with Avangar being down on just pistols. AWP for Jane being the only thing that they've got. Slight heavy investment there from the likes of Kicker. He's gained long control, uncontested by Avangar, playing passive for the moment. AWP of James is over here towards A as well, so if they continue to face up here, then Avangar could be in the decent defensive. Boost up from Kicker, will try look on. Flashbangs over, and Heroic make their way inside. All the utility thrown out. Fitch that on the bomb site, Molotov towards his position. He does take out one with James coming in with a kill. Starvin and Blame do chain back on towards those two players. The backstab in from Blame catches off 2 more CTs, takes them down. And James, last man standing with the AWP in hand. Unfortunately, it's the way that an eco would usually go. The best he could do at this stage is potentially get the kill on Starvin, deny the bomb plant. But at 40 seconds on the clock, the T should be able to adjust. In fact, Blame's already coming in for the backstab. Catch Starvin, trying to catch the next man up. AK. Slow peek, smokes in, and Jamie is spotted. There we go. Starvin. 2 kills to his name. Blame with 3. Anti-eco round again. Avangar with a heavy investment to come through in this one, but it will be heavy and a force-up. AWP for James is glass cannon. For Mars out for Buster. Fitch with the AUG and the M4 of Sanji. Got a head Kevlar in the end. Probably could have saved that head armor on the 3 players that got it, obviously. AK's plenty out for the Heroic side. It's all in the firepower, and James will strike first. S-Attack dead. Kicker, CZ close, seeing Freiburg, catching him off. That's a secondary kill as well. It's exactly what Avangar need, and he'll grab the AK and fall right back. Doesn't want to contest Blame. Spray in, gets blamed still though. 2 kills to the name of the CT player and 2 more remain starving from NATO Safix. Both players out towards the B tunnels and Buster will cut down one. The AWP chimes right back but Fitz there with the trade. He'll find it. And Avangar, 4 players alive, 2 orbs saved and 13 on the CT board. Every time Heroic take a step forward in the lead, Avangar chased them with another one of their own. Double AWPs versus the single AWP here with the CT and T sides. Avangar. Let's proceed the fast rush in from the Heroic side. They've got Buster in close here towards mid to B. And Starvin gets him down. Fits with the trade. Blind spray on a second man. Drops that bomb at the AWPJ. Misses a crucial shot. Blame comes back with a trade. It's 3v3. And Keka also on a backstab will drop that bomb for a second time. Smokes down towards the mid doors. Buying time for his teammates in CT. But look at Blame as well. Pushing forward, expecting both. And he takes both of them down. It's all left to Keka. 3 kills to Blame. He'll push in against the likes of Freiburg. The AK is ready for him though, and Heroic will take map and match point. 15-13. Heroic, 1 round from going to ESL 1 Cologne. With a very fast, unexpected play that caught Avangar off guard, and a force buy back from the CT forces that probably will not go well. But all the devil is in the details for the CT side. Able to win out on a broken buy in the past. Can they do it again? Buster receiving flashbangs, the Eagle at the ready. As Asatag moves in with the AWP. Blame also with an AK in his hands on short control. No one from the CT's facing mid. They're going to leave Buster completely siphoned off. I pushed the tunnels here from Buster, but mid-control completely conceded again. Avangar not going to spot out these players. 30 seconds for Heroic. The timer is going to tick low, and if Buster can catch off this bomb planter, who hear the footsteps coming in and realize that they are going out to the B bomb site, he'll wait with his teammates. They will try and go for the retake here. Be a difficult AF retake, though. Blame here with the AK backed up in cubby corner. The T-side players hold back and get ready for the CT reface, but it all comes up to Blame here. He can shut down this entire round, this entire map for Avangar. Fitz checks the corner, headshot comes in, second frag's found. He tries to turn over the third man, can't quite do it. James still going to get traded. The AK picked up by Kicker. The 1 man down for the T-side will not be enough for Avangar to work back in. Kicker, no defuse, 1 versus 4. It's not going to happen. Asatag with the victory, and it will be Heroic. 2-0 in the series, 16-13 on Dust 2, winning out their opponent's map pick, and a confident start over on Overpass will take the series, and they will be the second team through from the European qualifiers, and the last position opened up through the closed qualifiers into the ESL 1 Cologne LAN itself. They'll join the likes of Vitality from the European upper bracket, Fury from North America, and MVP from Asia, with all the rest of the invited teams, and 1 more for the GG Bet Invitational also currently going on. Still 1 more team to find, but for now, it's done. It's over. It's all Heroic. Avangar, no chance, have to watch from the sidelines. But they fought well, especially towards the end of that one. Still close on that second map, but not to be today. That's going to be it from us here at ESL. It's going to be it from us here for the ESL 1 Cologne qualifiers. I've been your commentator, the Eternal J. Hope you have enjoyed all of today's casting. If you have, I recommend you type !caster in the Twitch chat to follow my personal Twitter. If not, then that's fine as well. I don't mind. I'm tired. I'm going to bed. And I'll see you back here, hopefully, for even more Counter-Strike action in the very near future. Till then, take care. We'll see you soon.
ESL 1 Cologne.